Niners and the Packers, revenge on the line, but Niners playing with one hand behind their back, and unfortunately that was the throwing hand of Brock Purdy. Dealing with a shoulder, that means Brandon Allen, also no Bosa, no Trent Williams. No problem, or plenty of them. Jordan Love and the Packers playing some good football right now, coming off that dramatic win over the Bears. First quarter, Love hits Tucker Kraft. He bullies his way in. Packers lead 7-0 back-to-back games with a touchdown pass for Love. Had none the previous two. Mid-second quarter, this the story of the game. Josh Jacobs punches it in for the touchdown. The running game just getting going. Niners already facing the largest deficit in any game this season, down 17-0. Allen would find George Kittle back in the end zone, who loves this matchup. He's playing dinged up in it. 49ers down 17-7. Kittle missed
touchdown
last week with a hamstring. You would think, wouldn't you?
Jesus.
But it always feels like Christian Watson on a free go ball might have some issues. Door left open. Would San Francisco take advantage? Mid-third now. 49ers still down 17-7. Allen thrown over the middle to Deebo Samuel, who hasn't been himself either. Gets picked off by Xavier McKinney, because when interceptions happen, it's often Xavier McKinney. 7 INTs this season. Tied for the most in the NFL. You'd think you could use him, right?
How many Giants got?
1.
We move on. Ensuing Packers drive. Jacobs runs it in for another short touchdown. Packers up 24-7, getting late. Early fourth, 24-10. Allen standing back there looking lost. Strip sack by Lucas Van Ness. Packers recover the fumble. 3 turnovers on the day for the 49ers offense. On the road at Lambeau, not going to work. Ensuing Packers drive. Jacobs times 3. Packers up 31-10. As they collect their largest win over the 49ers in franchise history. 28 points between them, a blowout. Green Bay over San Francisco, exercising some of those demons of old, with San Francisco often bringing those Packer seasons to an end. Jacobs, 26 rushes, $106, becomes the first 100-yard rusher allowed by the Niners in their last 55 games. That was the longest streak in the NFL since 1955. Poof, gone. Ground game strong. Green Bay, a winner. I'll look here at some further numbers. I told you, but you can see it now. 28 points on Sunday between these two. 38-10 was your final. Not since the 1960s have we seen a 49ers loss at the hand of the Green Bay Packers to this extent. San Francisco certainly with the things to clean up, including availability and health first and foremost. Back in studio with the guys, fellas. This was an interesting game from a number of different standpoints. We thought it was going to be difficult on the 49ers to do anything, and we were right. This offense didn't have its pieces. The defense obviously missing some pieces as well, in Talanoa Hufanga, Dre Greenlaw. These are omissions that we've seen in the past, but they all seem to be adding up to too much right now for San Francisco. What did you see from the 49ers in this game?
They're out of bodies. I mean, that's just the reality of it. And you can have the best coach in the world. If you don't have people to execute your game plan, it's not going to work out. And it probably shows how important Brock Purdy is, but it also shows how important Trent Williams is, who you could argue is the best player on that team when he's healthy, and he's been banged up for parts of this season. No Brandon Ayuk. Deebo Samuel actually flashed today for the first time in quite a while. We haven't seen the Deebo Samuel of old. And then you look here, Christian McCaffrey, he doesn't look the same. Hopefully he gets back to looking the same. And in the list of things to be worried about Emory, it's probably 3rd or 4th in terms of getting healthy. But this team is currently 10th in the playoff chase in the NFC, and the Packers are 6th. It feels like the 49ers might as well be dead last, because this team is out of bullets, it feels like.
Yeah, 44 rushing yards here for San Francisco, but in all that is the NFC West, they're still very much alive if they can get healthy, if they can get right, if they can get the ball rolling downhill. Talk to me about the Green Bay Packers, Emory, because this is a team that's playing some of their best football of the season right now, and they leaned on something that we've seen from them before, but not to this extent. That run game, dominant. How far can that take them?
Listen.
I love when you listen.
Because
listen.
I have to be fair and honest, because they started how they were supposed to start. They ran down San Francisco's throat, and we sat there and watched this game. It was like, oh, they about to just run these dudes out of the stadium. At one point, it was 11 running plays to 3 passing plays. And then what happened? I want to make Jordan Love the story. You're throwing the football, and it was inconsistent. You allowed San Francisco to hang around, and then when you realized it was getting a little bit too tight,
back to the ground.
Back to the ground game, right? So if it's working, these are the type of games you want to see you just win, right? A win is a win is a win, but to make sure you get wins without sacrificing your playbook for the following week.
How about Christian Watson catch the ball? How about that?
How about Romeo Doubs catch the ball? How about Jordan Love stop throwing fallaways?
How about San Francisco 49ers catch the ball? I mean, despite his best efforts, Love throws no interceptions in this game.
That's
and
true.
there were a couple that hit a couple San Francisco players right in the hands.
The defense saved them in this ball game. Their defense really, albeit, you know, I know Allen had the 17 on, but at the end of the day, that's not Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? So you have a good defense, but offensively, if you're a Packers fan, you got to be a little bit concerned with the win.
All right. Packers fans, you hear that?
I'm not concerned.
Ain't all sunshine and roses, but the record is what the record is. Now 8-3 on the season. Green Bay playing some good football. Just got to make the right decisions at the right time. And if you don't know what that decision is, maybe it's this guy, Josh Jacobs, running hard, and as we said, becomes the first 100-yard rusher against the 49ers in 55 games.
I had Brent Full rookie card.
I love when you go up and down the full screen. You always find something. You always find something good for us. We got plenty more good coming on Game Day Scoreboard. More highlights next.
Oh, Marshawn.
That's a fine. You're going to get fined. Someone got fined last week. Jameson Williams looking at you.